When I think about what's going on in the country today, whether it is what happened in Alabama, whether it is the redistricting, the gerrymandering, obviously it bothers me. It bothers me as a member of Congress, it bothers me as a black woman, and it bothers me as chair of the Congressional Black Caucus. When we look at the state of Alabama, for example, we thought we had a victory when we were learning that there would be an opportunity to have 2 seats versus 1 Democratic seat where Congresswoman Terry Sewell proudly represents us. So when we look at what's happened in the courts in striking down Section 2, it hits at the guts of voting rights, redistricting. You can't separate it. When we know that Section 2 talks about us not diluting minority representation. And so we're afraid of what will happen from Alabama to Texas to Florida and even to the great state of Ohio. Well, when we look at Ohio, it's making a difference because certainly as we looked at those maps being gerrymandered, I'm a product of that, running in the 3rd Congressional District and looking at what several of the earlier maps did down to the final maps. So we saw justice with the Ohio Supreme Court. And now it will go to a commission to look at hopefully a more equal representation in a fair and justice way. I will always stand up for justice and for our districts not to be gerrymandered, but I will also stand up for not diluting the minority vote, which is a part of the Constitution when we look at that. So while we have to talk about equality and fairness, we know that black communities especially and brown communities have been treated differently and represented disproportionately.